Talk about getting you some more listings in your local market. Welcome to today's morning meeting. I'm Greg Luther, the one guy that meets with you every day to help you in growing your business. You certainly know you can grow your business by attracting more listings. And that's what I want to talk to you about today, because so many agents think that their job is to do a really good job on the presentation. You've already won or lost before you get out there. I want to talk to you a little bit about that today, because this is really the key factor to becoming a top listing agent. I've worked with agents for over 24 years all over the country. I've seen all walks of life, successes, failures, virtually everything in between. One of the biggest deciding factors for a homeowner when they sit with you through your listing presentation is what they think about you before you get there. I know this is going to be a big mindset shift for so many agents. You think you should do a good job when you get there. You've pretty much won or lost before you even arrive. It's going to be based on what they think about you before you arrive. What's your credibility? What does your authority look like before you knock on that door? Are they going to treat you like a typical salesperson? Are they going to look at you as a commodity where they might as well price you so they can get the best price possible? Or do they look at you with that celebrity factor, with that credibility factor, with the authority that you need? It all comes down to, as you've seen in our Inner Circle coaching logo, trust, authority, and credibility. So how does that work in the real world? I'll give you an example. So you guys are all familiar with the magicians, Penn and Teller, right? We're all familiar with Penn and Teller. One of them speaks, the other one doesn't speak at all. They do magic, and it works very well. And people are absolutely amazed by them. They're more amazed by Penn and Teller than they are anybody else, because they're supposed to be amazed. When they show up, they know this is what's going to happen today. They're supposed to be amazed by what they see there. Anytime you go to a Jerry Seinfeld stand-up, or today it's more like Kevin Hart, if you go to any of these stand-ups, people will laugh more freely, more readily, bigger. It's hilarious because they're supposed to be laughing so hard. They are known as the best. Before you even get there, it's not about the delivery. It's not about how funny that person is. It's what they thought about them before they got there. They're supposed to be in fun. They're supposed to laugh. So what you need to think about is, what do you look like? What do they think about you before you even arrive? What are they planning on? Are they planning for you to knock their socks off? Do they know that what you're going to show them is going to be different than what everybody else out there does? You need to set yourself up with your own supposed to. Free listing package or bulletproof listing presentations, if you're using those, if they see that before you go out there, game over. You win, because you've got the supposed to that you need. They understand why you're different. They know what this target marketing approach is. They know that you can put that home in front of the most opportune buyers. They know you're willing to invest more money into a target marketing approach with specific list selects that will put their home in front of those best buyers. They didn't even know that existed before they got your indoctrination, what introduces them to you, before they got your indoctrination information. They should get that before you get there, not once you get there. Keep in mind, if Kevin Hart needed to tell people who he was and why he's funny and why they need to laugh today, and he had to do this whole setup in order to get them into the right mindset before he started telling jokes. He actually sells jokes too, but instead of telling those jokes, you already know, as soon as he walks out, and by the way, watch all the specials, as soon as he walks out, people are already laughing. He hasn't even said a word. He's just walking out. And people are laughing and cheering and so much fun. And oh my gosh, look at this. I can't believe it's him. Now, you think that can't exist in real estate. You think that celebrity, authority can't be created. And I'm telling you, it absolutely can. You know why? Because there are no other comedians willing to do what you're willing to do. There are no other real estate agents willing to go above and beyond to show that there is a difference in realtors. There is a difference in who you hire or what you get or how much money you are willing to invest into your own listings to market them to the most opportune buyers. So if you want to do better on listing presentations, it has nothing to do with what you're presenting to them. It has to do with your supposed to setup that you have to begin with, so they know how they are supposed to act, what they should expect to happen, why you are different, better, superior than anybody else they would ever interview. And that always happens with your indoctrination before you go out and meet with them, what they find online, what your Google search looks like, any press releases that you've done, your email follow-up with all kinds of credibility and authority and interviews and posts and different things that make you stand out as opposed to everyone else. They're like, this is the guy, this is the gal, this is the person we want to deal with our transaction. This is the person we want marketing our home. They should know they're hiring an effective marketer, not just a licensed agent, but a target marketing specialist. They can put their home in front of better people, potentially sell it for more money, certainly at a premium, as opposed to anyone else out there. You got to get this side down. You want more listings. This is how you do it. It has nothing to do with getting more leads. It has nothing to do with getting more appointments. It has nothing to do with doing a good job with a PowerPoint or a flip chart or whatever, which you shouldn't be doing any of that stuff. You shouldn't be utilizing any of that when you get out there. It's what they think about you before you knock on the door. So when you walk in, they're already in the moment. They already know what to expect. They already know what's going to happen. You've set up the right supposed to. They know how they're supposed to act. They know what's supposed to happen here. They know ultimately where this is going to go, and they play right along. Telling you, it makes a big difference, and it helps the client to be more educated, more prepared, so they can consume what it is that we offer, the service that we provide. It puts them in the right position so they can get to their desired goals. This is a moral, honest, ethical thing to do. It's having a better indoctrination before you meet with them, so they have a general idea of who the stranger is that's coming into their home. The goal is to come in not as a stranger, that they already know everything about you. Just the bulletproof listing presentation alone, what we do, where I interview those agents and I give a full presentation on what makes you stand apart, that one thing alone, getting that in front of the client, even if they didn't watch the whole thing, if they watched 8 minutes of it, massive difference in credibility. Get your Google search right. Get your press releases right. Make sure you've got some information that goes to them. Don't just send them a confirmation email or a confirmation text. Give them some information. The presentation starts now, not when you meet with them. This is how you get a lot more business as a real estate agent. You got to get coached up on what to do. Everything we talk about inside Greg Luther Inner Circle Coaching is presenting yourself in a better light. So it's a no-brainer. They go with you, right? As I've always said, this is, if you're that good, if you're that much better than all the other agents, if you can actually demonstrate that, it's not really an offer. It's an IQ test. It's showing them, like, who else would you go? How could you beat this? You're not going to beat it on price because they don't do this. That's how you differentiate yourself, and that's what your indoctrination process is for as well. We got a lot of cool stuff we'll be talking about this week on our Inner Circle coaching call regarding how to get yourself an extra 5 to 6 transactions a month. That's the actual topic of our call this week. I think you'll find it very helpful. If you're not following our morning meetings every day, subscribe to the channel right here and ring the bell. Turn on notifications. If you're not a member with us, please check out the video description. There's a couple of links that'll help you out. But I'm telling you now, you don't need more leads. You don't need more sellers. You don't need any of that, because if they don't go with you, if they don't sign on the dotted line while you're meeting with them at the first meeting, numbers go way, way down. You got to fix that. You got to make it feel like they don't want to let you get away. They can't believe they got the opportunity to work with you. Fame is manufactured in America. I'd love to show you how to do it. If you have any questions on it, feel free to let me know. What do you think about this? What do you think about, do you believe your indoctrination would help you to do better when you get out there? Let me know in the comments here. What are your thoughts about this? If they've done a little preliminary research on you, if they've seen a sizzle reel about you, video testimonials and marketing campaigns and press releases and where you're featured and all of these things, do you think that would make a difference for you? Let me know in the comments here. I'm Greg Luther, excited to have you on board with us. If you have any questions at all for us, let us know. Check out the links in the video description, and we'll talk soon. Bye-bye for now.